What's up, guys? This is Matt the Woodshed Barber, and today I'm doing a haircut on my pal Ryan. And now Ryan has got a very thick head of hair, super wavy, but the way that we have got his hair styled, it really shows off that wave and that flow that he's got up there. So he is a good example of how you can take a very standard everyday haircut and just put some pizzazz on it, some oomph. So what we're going to do is we're going to be starting with the back, grabbing a center guideline. Now you can see, I'm going to be showing you guys with the way I cut on the daily, it's not all about sectioning. Well, by the time you get used to doing what you're doing, you're sectioning in your mind. So what I'm doing is I start off with the center guideline, and then I get behind them and I bring that one side up to match. Because with his hair, I want to see those layers put in. I'm actually curving my hair to the shape of his head whenever I bring it up to match, and you can see that better right here. Whenever I work on the front fringe, I usually always pick it up at elevation and handle the fringe that way. Now you can already see that he's got great layers in there, great texture in his hair. And now I'm taking that guideline and continuing it downward. So this is kind of a cutting from top to bottom technique. Most of my haircuts are this way, just because I like to have the top solidified first. And the reason for that is that every man's haircut is defined mostly by the top. So right here, guys, I'm going to show you a big thing to do. A lot of guys come in here and they just take out that hair. You see how I'm flicking out? A lot of people do that. And see that line that's putting in there? That's going to create more work for you in your blend. Now, the perk of using guards, like the one right there, is especially with longer hair like this, it can actually capture the hair and help it blend for you. Now watch what I do here. Instead of just flicking out, carry that straight up and out of the hair and let the hair that gets captured in the comb of that blade get cut. And what that does is that creates more of a blend for you and makes your touch-up work later much easier. You can see on this side, I'm just going to go straight up and out. I'm not going to be leaving a weight line there. And how much work that takes off of the table early on is huge. And guys, this is the all-new TPOB X clipper with the number 2 guard. Now I'm taking off my guard and I'm going through with some diagonal clipper over comb strokes. Just taking off the A little bit extra on the ledge right there. Back around at this side. I tend to work around the head all at once. What that lets me do is stay on task. A lot of people say, oh, just turn the chair, it's going to make it faster for you. And that's true, it can. But I like to have my clients mostly facing the mirror so I can have a good conversation with them. And what I tend to do is work around their head to where I'm staying on task with each step of the haircut that I'm on. That way I'm not dancing back and forth. Now, when it comes to using texturizing shears, guys, something that you'll see me do, I have a couple rules in my head that I always follow. First off, I start with the tips of the hair first, and I always cut at elevation. I use a comb to bring the hair up to elevation, and then I hit the tips. So tips first, then I go halfway into the hair. And I usually always never go more than halfway into the hair shaft. Coming through with the Andis Revite, and I really like it for this because it's not as fast of a clipper, so I have a little bit more control. It's a little bit more forgiving, so I can come in there and do some very subtle work. You can see a different angle here where I actually notice what I'm doing. I'm seeing where the hair issue is, and I'm picking it up where it's at. Doing some very light scissor over comb. Just hitting those tips. You can see I'm coming back through again and texturizing just the tips of the hair. And that does wonders, especially for whenever you're working with hair that has sprinkled in color changes. Now just straightening up his edges. We'll take care of that beard here in just a little bit. And if you're wondering, that is the all black detailer. I did get the Barber combo from Wall to have a review on, so you'll be seeing that a little bit here soon. Now guys, on the surface, this is a very simple haircut. You know, he's not going to be getting the back tapered in. He does want a nice curved line back there. But one thing you can see is the little details that help this haircut not just be some bland haircut. You gotta soften the edges. You gotta do these little details that just make it look polished. See, one thing I always do there, I use my fingers to help hold down the ear as I move around. That way I've got more flexibility and I can pivot off of their ear to get around their ear. And now that parted side, it always has a little bit more buildup, a little bit more bulk right there. So I'm coming in and just hitting those tips once again. You can see that I'm taking a little bit more bulk out of that hair, and now I'm coming through and just doing some fine tuning with the trimmer over comb. I will say the detailer does do a really good job of leaving a nice clean line. It doesn't do everything perfectly, but it does do a decent job. And now I'm starting the process of shaping up his beard. Through, and I've got 3 rules when it comes to making a beard look good, guys. For one, taking care of the profile, making sure that all the stragglers, everything that sticks out from the beard has been brought down. Then you're worried about the line, making sure everything with the line is nice and crisp, has a good shape to it. And then of course the mustache area. Now he's got a very prominent mustache area that he likes to leave there, I guess kind of the little bit of the Sam Elliott feel to it. But by making that nice and polished, taking care of that area, it brings his beard all together. Guys, I really don't know if there's a better trimmer for how it feels on the neck than the Stylecraft Saber for edge ups. Whatever it touches is gone. It is super, super comfortable on the neck. So guys, thanks for watching. Please click that like button, subscribe, comment down below. And as always, I'll check you on the next one.